What kind of meditation is best for me? This is a huge, huge question. So please settle in, get a cup of tea, get a glass of wine, and hey, namaste, it's Yogini Kala. I am so glad you're here. What kind of meditation is best for me? I'm really going to break it down for you because I really want you to understand the principles of this question, the principles of meditation, because then you won't be confused and you won't be as easily fooled because you understand the overarching principle. So please settle in, please watch the video all the way to the end and ask questions. I will jump back in and answer them. What type of meditation is best for you? There are several major things to consider when deciding. Believe it or not, your body type is part of it. Your psycho-spiritual type, so body-mind type, okay, that is part of it. Your current condition, like obviously the meditation that's good for somebody who is maybe bipolar or deeply depressed is going to be different, or someone who just suffers from social anxiety is going to be different. So your current condition is one of the factors in what's the right meditation for you. Third important thing in deciding what's the best type of meditation for you is, what are your goals? What do you want to accomplish with the meditation? In the same way, you can ask me, where's the best place to go on vacation in the world? Because I need to know more about you, right? I need to know, what do you consider the best vacation? Do you want to go scale the Himalayas, or do you want to lay on a beach? So your goals for the meditation are important, okay? So that's the first bit. I'm only going to divide meditation into two main types, just two. Of course, there are many styles of meditation, but within all of those styles, I'm going to put them into just two baskets, okay? And I hope you appreciate that simplification of it, and you'll see why I think that there's two main types. Once you understand that, you can see which the type of meditation you're going to do fits into, okay? So you'll be able to really discern. The first type of meditation is a concentration type of meditation. A concentration type of meditation. Again, there are many styles within that basket of concentration. It could be concentration on the breath, right? It could be concentration on an image. There are meditations where you focus on like a little symbol, or there are some meditations where you focus on the picture of the guru. There are meditations, and I have some on my channel, where you use sound or mantra. Those seem really different, right? I hear you, they do, but they're all about focusing your concentration, bringing it all from scattered, all to a central point. The central point is what's different. Sound, image, whatever. Let me explain what those are good for, okay? So again, so you have the overview. Concentration types of meditation are really good for building your ability to focus, your ability to concentrate. If your goal is to have your mind, to train your mind to wander less, to worry less, to ruminate. Ruminate means like think about something over and over and over and over and like chew on it. If that is part of your goal, then a concentration type of meditation might be best. Okay, so that's that first basket. Again, there are different ways you would concentrate, okay? So you can see that, you understand the principle, and that's, like I said, you're going to be able to discern so much more if you understand the principle. The second type of meditation is a more open focus meditation. An open focus meditation. So what is that? An open focus meditation, some examples, if you want to go then and search them, are Zazen in the Zen tradition, or insight meditation, or Vipassana meditation, or shamatha meditation. They're open focus. So rather than trying to sort of train your mind, it allows you to, the mind just remains open and spacious. It is more an example, a metaphor for it, I should say. It would be as if you were up in the air, like you were in an airplane looking and you could see a really vast view. So the open focus type of meditation, which I'm putting in that second basket, there can be various types. Like I said, Zazen in the Zen tradition, insight meditation in the Vipassana Theravadin tradition, there where you watch, where you observe. So it would be the types of meditations where you observe your thoughts. You observe the breath arising, and then it's your thoughts, and then it's a memory, and then it's a worry. But you're not focused on any one aspect. You're, like I said, a big, big view where you can see it all. Okay, so it is a little different. And so that type of open focus meditation, what it does in the tradition that I'm most trained in, which is called the insight or Vipassana tradition, which is actually often linked with mindfulness. What that type of meditation does is it allows you to see and understand your patterns of mind, patterns of thought, patterns of emotion, patterns of behavior. That's what that open focus type of meditation does. Okay, ask me in the comments if that's not clear. Because what it's doing is you're basically, if you don't like the airplane metaphor, it's like being a guard or security person who watches who goes in and out. So you don't watch just one person and stay focused on them and follow them. That would be like the concentration practice. Instead, as you're sort of like the watchman at the gate, you see everyone who goes in. You see, I'm going to say it in ancient times. You see people go by with their cart and their horse and their children, and they're going off to the market. You watch everything. So it's more like a neutral observer. Okay, so I'm saying there are these two main types. But again, within each basket, there are many, many styles. But there's concentrating your mind and focusing it, and then there's sort of open mind, letting the mind be spacious and open. Spacious types of meditation are good when you really want to see what's going on, and so maybe change behaviors or have them naturally change. So I'll give you an example in this open focus in the insight meditation tradition. As you do that type of meditation where you're just observing yourself and observing your mind, you might become aware that, wow, I worry a lot. But you're going to not just know it, you're going to really feel it, because as you do that type of meditation, say an insight meditation, and you'll notice you may actually try where you label your thoughts. So you may notice that you are worrying. You'll do that for a couple minutes, and then you're like, oh, worry, and you label it and you bring yourself back. You may bring yourself back to the breath. But over time, you start to notice, wow, I tend to worry about what's going to happen. That's my habit. And the more you become aware of it, then it slowly starts to diminish in your life, and you could even take steps, actual steps to diminish it. So I'm just going to run down, though, because you're thinking, well, but what about this and this and this? So I have more for you. Hang on. I'm saying that they're not types of meditation, but they're contemplative and relaxation practices. So I'm going to give you a list. Other categories that are not meditation, but meditation is so popular now, it's being used for everything. It's being used for like a shoes meditation, meditation on your clothes, meditation on birds. People are taking the word meditation and making it almost generic. Let me give you some other types of practices that you may want to do that are wonderful and maybe even better for you than meditation. Relaxation or yoga nidra or sleep meditations that you see a lot of on YouTube, where they have music and they have sound. Those are more for relaxation. It's not exactly the same as meditation. They tend to be more passive. Okay, so just understand that relaxation and meditation are not the same thing. Meditation can be relaxing. But every relaxation is not a form of meditation. Okay? I'm not trying to be all zen on you, but so there were yoga relaxations, right? If you've ever taken a yoga class, and there's that wonderful, and I have some on my channel, they lead you through relaxing each part of your body. It has a meditative aspect because you could say, well, I'm focusing, Kala, I'm moving like from my arms, I move to my neck, so that's true. But it's not a full out meditation, okay? But it can be very helpful. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to help you at the end figure out what you need at this point. But so that's a type of contemplative practice, a self-care practice, and that's perfect. What about visualizations and affirmations? You're like, well, isn't that a meditation? A visualization, you could argue that a visualization is a type of meditation. But it is using the mind in such an active way that I would leave it out of the meditation in a more traditional sense. Now, and again, there's nothing wrong with visualization, but in visualization, you're using the mind in a very active way and really not very different than you use in your day-to-day. So it's a different benefit that is not exactly the same as meditation. Along with that, I put that in the same category as affirmations. Affirmations, you may be just repeating verbally or in your mind. You might be reading the affirmations over and over. Again, you're working with the mind, but I would not call them a type of meditation, okay? Now, not to confuse you, it's not to say that some meditations may not include a little visualization or include some affirmations. They can mix in, okay? But again, I just really want you to understand the overarching concepts. And I will tell you at the end how you can figure out what is the best type of meditation for you at this time. What about yoga and Tai Chi? Are they types of meditation? I would say they are meditative practices. Okay, again, they don't give you the exact stillness and depth that meditation does, but they are wonderful practices. And I say that as a yoga teacher, as a yoga practitioner, and it's been amazing for me. Yoga has done amazing things for me, and I see amazing benefits. Yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, they're healing, meditative practices. Let's go through it. How can you figure out what's best for you? And tell me if you want me to break this down more. I just don't want the video to get really long, because on YouTube, people's attention spans, they get short, so it's better to break it up. Remember I said your body type and your current condition and your goals? So let's just talk about body type and current condition. Goddess, the video is getting way too long, so I need to stop it here. But with this first part, what you can start to think about and journal about is the things I've already presented. What are your goals for the meditation? And write down and think about your level of stress. Is it high, medium, or low? Just journal a little bit about where you're starting from emotionally and mentally. And think about, in terms of the benefits, do you want a more concentration type meditation or a more open type meditation? And so you'll be ready for the next video. Namaste.